Hey guys, so one of the ways in which you can make money is by podcasting, all right? And podcasting is basically you recording your voice and creating like a show that people can hear anywhere in the world using things like podcasts, all right? Like Apple's podcast. But they can also do that, in Google Podcasts, in different other applications like Pocket Casts, etc., which they can download and where they can listen to your shows. And this is one of the ways in which you can make money. And sometimes people think that there is no way in which you can make money through a podcast. And I will show you real world, real life examples of people making money with podcasts right now. I'm gonna jump to Facebook and I'm gonna take you to the Anchor Facebook group. So Anchor Podcasters, which is the app that I use to create my own podcast, which you can use for free, by the way, allows you to create and monetize your podcast, right? And here is an example of someone who posted how much they're making, right? So this person currently has a balance of $14 and their show, their podcast is called Hood Horror and they've made 600 bucks, since they started. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot of money, right? But bear with me. I'm going to keep showing you more examples of this if we go below, all right? So if we continue to scroll, people are here posting comments about that. And then you see here another example. Here's another example of someone who, has made 70 bucks. Again, that doesn't sound like a lot of money, I know, but bear with me. I'm not trying to show you here necessarily that there's ways of you becoming a millionaire by posting or by creating a podcast. And what I want to show you is that there is a way to make money podcasting. Unlike anything else in the world, there are some people who don't make any money. There are some people who make a little money, and there's some people who make a ton of money, right? Like I actually know, and I'll share with you another example later of someone who is making 60,000 US dollars a month through their podcast, all right? But right now, I want to show you this one here. And as you can see, these guys are making 70 bucks. We saw above an example of a guy making 600 bucks. Again, two different people, two different podcasts, two different audiences, two different numbers. But if we continue to scroll down, take a look at this guy, David E. Tretel. Take a look how much he's saying keep at it because it's worth it. And let's just look at how much he's actually making. Look at this. Learn Korean with David. All right. So this guy is making, look at that. That's almost $9,000. That's almost $9,000, which is the amount of money he's made since he started. Now his current balance is less than a buck, but he's made almost $9,000. Now I don't know how long ago he started. I think he posted below. We'll check that in a moment. It's basically taking him about a year to make this amount of money, but still pretty good money. He's just podcasting. But take a look at his numbers. They're pretty impressive. He has almost 5,473,000 total plays. This means his podcast has been, one of the episodes of his podcast has been, or I guess the sum of all of the downloads from his podcast of people listening to his podcast has already added to almost 500,000. So almost 500,000 people have listened to his podcast. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be 500,000 different people. It could be, some of those could be, the same person downloading different episodes and listening to them multiple times. But the point is, it's been played, it's been listened to over almost 500,000 times, and he has an estimated audience of about 800 people. That estimated audience means there's about 800 people who regularly listen to this guy's podcast. And I think that's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it's showing you, like I said, that there is money in podcasting. And this is one of the ways in which you can make money in the modern world. And here is an example of a guy making $8,000 from his podcast. All right. And let me just go back here and just, some people here are just making comments to him. Awesome. Congrats. And then some people here are asking him questions. How long ago did you start, etc. And you can see here, he's sharing with everyone he started about a year ago. Now that's pretty impressive and that's pretty cool. And again, this is just one example of many, but if you go here to Anchor Podcast, this is a Facebook group. Like I said, you can join. It has almost 10,000 members. And you can see here examples of, they obviously they're not just talking about making money and revenue, although some people do. This is a group where people can share about their podcasting journey, questions they have about Anchor, etc. It's the Anchor Facebook group. It's the official Anchor Facebook group, which you can find. It's called Anchor Podcasters Learn and Connect. And I'm a member of this group, but I was showing you an example of people sharing, about how much income and how much money they're making. And like I said, this is just an example of many to show you that there are definitely people making money out of podcasting. And this is one of the many ways in which you can make money in the modern world. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.